Hi, reading is extremely important as far as CAT is concerned. So here we'll be talking about 5 stages to build a reading habit for CAT. So we really want to build a reading habit. What are the 5 stages that are required? So we've been preparing students for MBA entrance exam for more than 23 years, so fairly comfortable with the exams and the strategy required to crack it. If you're writing the exam, do subscribe to our channel. The first stage, read what you enjoy reading. So if you're not been reading regularly and you're not a person who is normally reading, so then start with reading something very simple, something that you enjoy reading. Maybe some novels, some articles on your hobbies, etc. Don't try to stretch yourself too much, otherwise you will lose interest on reading. So maybe a short period of time, around 5 to 15 minutes at a time is sufficient as far as reading is concerned. Right? So short periods of time reading, the novels, articles, or something on your hobbies that could help. This is the first stage of preparation. Second stage, read editorials of daily newspaper. I mean your daily newspaper, normal newspapers that come, Hindu, Times of India, Indian Express. Pick up these newspapers and try to read an editorial page. The editorial page is a little difficult to read. The language is difficult, but the article is a little short, so you can read it at one stretch. And over a period of time, you will get to it. I mean, the best articles in newspapers normally an editorial page. It's the opinion of the editorials, and the language is good. So it makes sense to read the editorials. It also helps you to know what is going around. You get to know the world news. It will help you in maybe later part in your interviews where you will get opinions about what's happening around you. Again, I reinforce that it's a little difficult to read, but yes, over a period of time, as when you read more and more, you get used to the language and you will be able to read better. Important because there have been cases where the passages in the examination have come from editorials of newspapers, so it makes sense to read. Second stage of preparation. Third stage, read bigger novels. Now start reading slightly for more duration of time. You've been reading for 10 minutes, 15 minutes at a stretch. Now try to improve your stamina of reading, because remember, in 40-minute section in the CAT and first verbal, which is all reading, so you need to have a stamina to read that long. So try reading for longer time, maybe around 25 to 30 minutes at a time is what is recommended. So slightly increase the stamina for reading as such. Continue reading what you're reading, but slightly for more time. The fourth stage is now try to read economic newspaper, editorials of economic newspapers. So you have all the economic Times and other newspapers which are there, the Business Line, Mint. Pick up those newspapers, read the editorial page. Again, the language will be very difficult. You'll certainly come across with new terms, terminologies. But as and when you read more and more, you may become more comfortable. Also, magazine for economics is what you can pick up, or similar magazines on economic terms. So you can help to understand business language. I'm not saying it's important in the interview that you should know what is business, but there's no harm, because there have been passages in the examination which have come based on economics. And knowing what is happening in the economic business world will help you maybe to understand business and motivate you to do management. It helps you develop vocabulary, business vocabulary to some extent. That could help. The fifth stage is read from diverse topics. Now you've been reading in general business, but then in the examination you have topics that come from different areas and something which are not comfortable. So if you're engineering students, you should read psychology, you can read history, you can read geography, you can read culture, etc. Whatever, different topics as such, healthcare. So some of the places where you can look at, one is social resources or read English, where you will have that specifically catering to CAT, where you will get articles that will help you to read for CAT. You can also look at alily.com, Aon, etc. There are different sources where you can look at articles to read. So read from different topics. Important to understand that jargon, because in the examination, if a topic comes from a topic which you have read before, it helps you to understand the vocabulary better and the passage better. Right? I hope this helps. We'll come up with more videos that will help you with regards to preparation. Thank you.